Started in about a minute or so. I want to first say to all of you that are mothers, I hope you had a wonderful Mother's Day weekend, that you were able to enjoy it with your families, and that you would receive the recognition that you deserve. But more importantly, thank all of you that are mothers for balancing your schedules to uniquely contribute to the work of this commission. I know it's not always easy at times. I know it can be sometimes very demanding, but we want to recognize you in terms of your contribution, not just as mothers, but as part of this team. So on that note, we're going to go ahead and get started. Good morning. Let's come to order and go on the record. I'm Floyd B. McKissick Jr., Commissioner of the North Carolina Utilities Commission. With me this morning are Commissioners Jeffrey A. Hughes, William M. Brawley, Tommy Tucker, Stephen J. Levitas. In compliance with the State Government Ethics Act, I remind members of the Commission of their duty to avoid conflicts of interest and inquire as to whether any member of the Commission has a known conflict of interest with respect to any matters coming before the Commission this morning. Let record reflect that there are no conflicts that have been identified. We'll proceed with public staff item number 1.
Good morning, Commissioners. My name is Caleb Hill, engineer with the Public Staff Energy Division. Item 1 consists of an application filed by Fayetteville Public Works Commission for CPCN to construct a solar photovoltaic generating facility in Cumberland County, North Carolina. Contemporaneously with the application, the applicant filed a registration for a new clean energy facility. The public staff has reviewed the application and determined it to be in compliance with the requirements of NCGS 62-110.1a and Commission Rule R864. Further, the registration statement contains the certified attestations required by Commission Rule R866b. Therefore, the public staff recommends the Commission issue the requested certificate and accept the registration.
I'll move approval as presented.
It's been moved and seconded the item be approved as recommended by the public staff. Are there any questions or discussions? Commissioner Levitas.
Just one quick question. Do you know what determined the size of this facility?
I don't know what determined the sites specifically. I know they have other small scale solar facilities on the Fayetteville Public Works Commission on their system.
Perhaps Mr. Snowden hasn't answered my question.
Thank you, Commissioner Levitas. Ben Snowden with Fox Rothschild for Fayetteville Public Works Commission. I believe that the size of this was simply constrained by the siting. I don't know that there were contractual limitations or anything like that. As far as I understand, it's just the available land area there.
Well, do you know how it fits into kind of a larger sort of plan for Fayetteville? I mean, is this one of many, or I'm just curious how it fits in their overall resource plan?
This is one of, I think there are 4 solar projects currently under development. They're all in about the same size range. They're all in the distribution system. I don't know that there is a sort of long-term comprehensive plan, but I think these were all deemed to be sort of in the best interest of the ratepayers of PWC.
Thanks very much.
Are there any further questions? Not seeing any, it's been moved and seconded the item be approved as recommended by the public staff. All in favor indicate by saying aye. All opposed indicate by saying nay. The motion carries. We'll now move to public staff item number 2. Good morning, Mr. Junis.
Good morning, Commissioners. Charles Junis, Director of the Public Staff Water, Sewer, Transportation, and Telephone Division. Item 2, docket number W1125, subs 9 and 10. On April 11th, 2025, Carolina Water Service, Inc. of North Carolina, as emergency operator, filed a motion requesting approval of an increase in the monthly provisional emergency sewer rates and charges applicable to customers formerly served by Outer Banks Kinnicky Associates, LLC, in the Kinnicky Shores subdivision in Dare County, North Carolina. and release of the forfeited bond funds in the amount of $110,000 plus accrued interest. The public staff recommends that the commission issue the proposed order with the commission staff's non-substantive changes, approving disbursement of the forfeited bond funds to the emergency operator, approving increase to emergency operators' provisional rates, and requiring customer notice.
I'll move approval.
It's been moved and properly seconded. Are there any questions or discussion? Commissioner Tucker.
Thank you, Commissioner McKissick. Mr. Junius, you know I'm always intrigued by bonds, the amounts. This 110,000 bond release simply reduces Carolina Water Services bond rate requirements, right?
So I should have said there are representatives of Carolina Water here, but I'm going to take this question. So this 110,000 was actually bond posted by Outer Banks Kinnicky and Associates, and so then that 110,000 plus the accrued interest will actually go towards offsetting the investment that Carolina Water has made, thereby helping keep rates as low as possible. Unfortunately, you know, this is a pretty big increase, but they have made great strides to regain compliance here, have the moratorium lifted so people can build the homes, which was the subject of the complaint proceedings in subs 9 and 10.
Okay, thank you, sir, for those comments. And we're always grateful to Carolina Water Services stepping up to be able to serve the customers. Just for my own edification, what warning did you get that the system was in trouble? When did that start happening? Who tipped you off to it? Or did you find it on your own? I see it's in Outer Banks, so I doubt the staff was running all the way out there to look at the system. So what kind of shape was it in? Just some historical knowledge of it and how we got to the point of needing an emergency operator. Is it complaints from customers?
Yes, sir. So it's a combination of the outreach by customers that were concerned that they were unable to build their homes. They couldn't get construction permits. And so, for example, the individual Kashafan, who was subject to one of the complaints, his home was ready to be delivered, essentially, the components to have it then be built, and that couldn't happen because there wasn't sewer service. There was also coordination with the Washington Regional Office when they had recently gone on a site inspection and had realized just how bad this system was. The history here, I actually went there in July of 2022 and then made a presentation to the commission with a number of pictures from that site visit detailing just how bad the system was. The plant had really just become quite decrepit. And then you had an issue of untreated wastewater being discharged into a surface water pond that then was connected to a surface water pond that was being used recreationally by residents. So just a really big problem, not only for the environment, but to a threat to public health.
Okay. So how long after your visit, or when you say Washington office, I guess you're talking about DEQ?
Yes, sir. The
Yeah,
Washington
they'd
Regional
gone out
Office.
and the complaints and all that. How long did it take to resolve this and come to fruition that Carolina Water Service would take over?
You know, there was some buildup to that inspection, but then I went on site the week before it was presented, and then the commission actually declared it an emergency the same day that I presented that information. So, you know, this was pretty quick once it was brought to
Okay.
our attention.
Okay, very well. Thank you, sir. Thank you, Commissioner McKissick.
Sure. Are there any further questions? If not, the item's been moved and properly seconded. All those in favor, please indicate by saying aye. If anybody's opposed, indicate by saying nay. Let the record reflect it passed unanimously. We have before us the minutes of our May 5th, 2025 staff conference for approval. That has been moved and properly seconded. All in favor, please indicate by saying aye. All opposed indicate by saying nay. Is there any additional business for the commission this morning? Not seeing any. We hereby stand adjourned. Thank you.